Hello friends, welcome to Learner's Planet. Friends, in this session I'm taking doubts from logical reasoning section. Precisely I'll be taking the puzzles from for like arrangement puzzles, in fact I can say. So I take the first set. There will be 5-6 questions based on this given information. 7 friends, F, H, J, K, L, M and P are working in different cities. Names of the cities have been given, not in the same order. Then their professions have been given. Apart from that, some more information is there. So when we have 3 combinations like this, so instead of making matrix puzzles, what we can do is we just write down the main variables over here. So here variables is name, city and profession, right? Name, city and profession. Now just jot down the information which is given over here. H is a lawyer and he works in Jaipur. So we have the combination of H, lawyer and Jaipur. So name, then profession and then city. Okay, so H, lawyer and Jaipur. Similarly we have K is a doctor and he does not work in Chennai. So we know the combination K and doctor but not Chennai. So I just note down K and doc. But Chennai will not be over here. But I just keep that in mind. The CA works in Mumbai. Now we want to write down the combination of CA and Mumbai. So we just have to create a new column, that is CA and Mumbai. Because CA Mumbai cannot be over here, because over here doctor and over here lawyer is there, right? So this way we can fill up all the columns. The CA works in Mumbai, M works in Indore. So again M and Indore combination. Then architect works in Hyderabad. So we have architect and Hyderabad. Again a new column. L is a banker and he works in Bangalore. So L, Bangalore and banker. Okay. Then we have F is an engineer. So further F and engineer, we have to create a new column. So F, engineer. Then next is J does not work in Mumbai. Right. Now we have 7 people and we have created 7 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So these 2 places are vacant where we have to fill up the name of the remaining people. So remaining people we have one J, and J does not work in Mumbai. So J cannot be over here. So over here J will be there. Then the remaining person P will be over here. Similarly, K is a doctor and he does not work in Chennai. So we are left with 2 positions for cities. So Chennai will not be here, then Chennai will be here. Then we are left with Ahmedabad. So Ahmedabad will be over here. Then remaining profession will be architect, bank, CA is done, doctor is done, professor. So I just write down professor over here. Now the entire list, all the columns are complete. We can answer all the questions very easily in very less amount of time. The first is who is an architect? So architect is J, right? So very simple. Which of the following combination of person, profession and city is definitely correct? So F engineer Bangalore, wrong. K architect Hyderabad, wrong. L banker Mumbai, wrong. M professor Jaipur, M Indore and professor. So none of these is correct. Okay. Then we have who is working in Mumbai. So P Mumbai CA combination we can see. So P is working in Mumbai. Then engineer works in which city? Engineer you can see engineer, F is engineer working in Chennai. So this is also correct. Similarly, remaining question can also be answered very easily. So I hope you are clear with this puzzle. Now let's see this problem, set of problems. A building has 7 floors numbered 1 to 7 in such a way that ground floor is numbered 1, the floor above it numbered 2, and that is like simple. Then out of 7 people, somebody lives on some floor, so we have been given some information regarding this. So what I do is since the position of the floors is fixed, so what I can do, I just write down the name 7 6 5 4 3 2 1, right? So these are the 7 floors. Next is the first information which we have. The first thing is the first point, P lives on 4th floor. So 4 is P, right? T lives on the floor immediately below U. So we have UT combination, right? UT combination, because T lives on the floor immediately below U's floor. So UT combination we have. Then U does not live on 2nd or 7th floor. So UT cannot be over here and UT cannot be over here, right? So that's okay. Then R does not live on an odd numbered floor. That means R lives on 2 or 4 or 6. Now our 4th floor P is already there, so R will be 2 or 6. Okay. Then Q does not live on floor immediately above or below R. So we cannot have a QRQ combination. That means neither QR nor RQ, right? So that is one more thing. S does not live on the topmost floor and B does not live on any floor below T's floor. So this is the information available with us. Now we can start with this UT and R. Now in these sort of puzzles, some hits and trial will be there, because there is a possibility that whatever I do for the first time may or may not be correct, but in second and third step we'll get to know that it was not correct or it is correct, right? So suppose I have UT combination, and UT combination, as I told you, as it is given over 2nd and 7th floor is not possible. So U does not live in 2nd or 7th floor. So U cannot be over here, that means T cannot be over here. So suppose we arrange U and T over here for a while, right? So U and T. Then R is either 2 or 6. So if T is there, that means R must be here, right? Then we cannot have Q, R, Q. So Q cannot be here, Q cannot be here. That means Q has to be here, right? Now in this case, what is happening? V does not live on any floor below T's floor. So V can be arranged either at this place or this place, but that will be contradictory to this given statement, right? So that means this UT combination was wrong. Okay, this is the same thing you have to follow in your exams. So possible next thing, we can make the UT combination not over here, not over here, then we can make UT combination over here. So now this is U, this is T. Okay. So R must be definitely at 6th floor. Now Q cannot be over here, so Q has to be here. Then we are left with S and V. S does not live on the top floor, that means V is here and S is here. See, we just made a single trial and then the second trial we are successful. Now this is a perfect arrangement. Okay, so after some practice, these sort of problems can be done easily. Once you are clear with this, it may take your 1 or maybe 2 minutes, but after spending this 2 minutes, the remaining problems, maybe 4 to 5 problems. Hello. So once you take maybe 2 minutes to find out this correct arrangement, after that it's a matter of a minute to answer all the questions. So who lives on topmost floor? So here V. Who is immediately above P? That is S. Okay, similarly you can answer all the questions. Who lives between U and Q, R floor. So all these questions can be answered in less than a minute. So I hope you are clear with this. And for this particular question, 4 of the following 5 are alike in certain ways. So form a group which is the one that does not belong to the group. Q, U, S, T, V. So we just see Q first floor, U third floor, S fifth floor, T second floor, and V seventh floor. So you can very well observe that except T, all of them are living in odd numbered floors. So T is the one who does not belong to this group. So that's also very simple. So I hope you are clear now. Now let's try this set of problems similar. In a 7-story building having floors numbered 1 to 7, P, Q, R, S, T and V, 7 floors, 6 people are there. Each live on a different floor. The ground floor is numbered floor 1 and then 2 and so on. So I just write 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. One of the floor is vacant. P lives on 5th floor. So on 5th floor, P is there. Also, no odd number floor, no floor below 5th is vacant. So 5th is either vacant flat is either 6 or vacant floor is 7 or 6. Okay. No odd number floor is vacant. That means it has to be vacant because out of 7 and 6, 7 is odd number and the vacant flat is not an odd number. So 6th floor is vacant. Okay. So this is clear. Only S lives between T and V. So we can have this combination and we can have this combination, right? Any of these two. Now T does not live on an odd numbered. Now TSV we can set, see TSV we cannot set over here, TSV we cannot set over here because this is blocked by P and this is vacant. So we just have these two options, 432 or 321. Now if we take 321, then T has to, in any of these cases, T has to be at odd numbered floor. So we cannot have 321. So final choice with us is 432, right? So in 432, we can have TSV or VST, any of these two. So any of them, just for the first attempt, you just choose that. If you are not clear for the first time, then go for the second arrangement. So I just write TSV over here, right? So it's clear T does not live and T does not live on a floor immediately above or immediately below R's floor. So, okay, in this case, T is not immediately above or below. So this arrangement is correct. Then Q does not live on the bottommost. So Q is not here. That means Q is here and R is here, right? So instead of TSV, if we had done VST, then R has to be here because Q does not state bottommost floor. So that arrangement would have been wrong because in that case R is immediately above the T is immediately above R. So this arrangement TSV is correct. So this is the final arrangement. Okay. Now once you take maybe 2 minutes to solve this arrangement, but after that it is matter of just 30 seconds because you just have to mark the answer. On which floor does R live? So this is the first floor. Which of the floor is vacant? That is 6th floor. And who live on the topmost floor? So that is Q, right? Just 30 seconds, even less than 30 seconds to solve or to answer all the questions. I hope you are clear. Now let's take this puzzle. 7 types of paints, A, B, C, D, E, F and G of different colors and different colors, okay, colors have been given and different tints, okay, types of paints, color and different tints, okay, the 3 variables are there and they're not necessarily in the same order and here other information is given. So what I do, again there are 3 variables, so I just write the name of the variable. The first is type of the paint, then the second is color and the third is tint. Okay, now we just fit the data over here, fit the information over here. Paint B is not kept in tint Q or R and is white in color. Okay, so paint B white in color and it is not kept in Q and R. Now you have 2 ways. Either you just highlight this area or if you are taking an online test and you just have to go for the paperwork, then you just mark this or something like this. That is neither Q nor R, right? This symbol is for negation. So neither Q nor R and it is white in color. So that's done. Then paint D is kept in tin V. Paint D and tin is V. So this is V. N is not blue or red. Neither blue nor red. Okay. Then F is kept in tin P. F and tin P and is green in color. So this is green in color. paint C and E are kept in T and U. So C in tin T and E in tin U respectively, and are black and yellow. So this is black and this is yellow. G is not blue in color and red paint is not kept in tin Q. Now we are left with G and Q. G is not blue in color, so here it's blue in color, and red is not kept in tin Q. I'm sorry, Q will be over here. Q is actually tin. So I can write Q over here also. So B, D, F, C, E, G, we are left with A. So this is A over here. Then V, P, T, U and are already occupied, and Q and R cannot be over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the remaining one is S, right? So I just write S over here. Then in this case, white, green, black, yellow. 4 colors are already occupied. Then we cannot have blue and red over here. So the only choice left with us is orange, right? So I just write orange over here. Now we are left with blue and red. So we cannot have blue over here. So we can have red over here. Then this will be blue. Now red paint is not kept in tin Q. So we are having red over here. So tin cannot be Q over here, so tin Q will be here. Then over here the remaining one is R. Now the arrangement is complete. After that it's just a matter of less than a minute to answer all the question. Which of the following paints is orange in color? Now we have orange is type D. Okay. Then this paint B is kept in which tin? Paint B. B is tin S. Which tin contains blue? Blue color is Q. That's none of these. Which of the following combination of paint tin color is correct? AG red, incorrect. AR blue, incorrect. FP black, that's also incorrect. GR red, that's correct. GR and red. GR and red color. So this is correct, right? It's a matter of just 30 seconds. Once you make the arrangement, the matter is just 30 seconds. So whenever you get the 3 types of or maybe 4 types of variables, then you should try to make this sort of arrangement. This way you'll be able to save time and space both. In that case, in these cases, if you try to make the matrix arrangement, that will be really time consuming, and you need to draw 2-3 matrices. So that will be really space and time consuming. So just try to do these sort of problems in this manner. Okay, I hope you are clear.